Come back.
And she was like, oh, sure, don't be bashful. You want passport? Ask for it.
When it's your turn to choose, ask for passport.
Honey, get in the car. We're going to Lanning's Paint.
Lanning Paints, proudly supporting Bellarmine basketball. Call today at 245-0630.
Zaxby's Chicken Parmesan Sandwich Meal is back. But is it an Italian meal or a Southern meal? Allow me to make a case for both. Atop the hand-breaded chicken fingers is a drizzle of rich marinara and garlic Parmesan sauces. This is an Italian dish. But sandwiching the chicken fingers are two delicious pieces of Texas toast. Definitely a Southern meal. It's Italian. Southern? Says who? Me? You? No, it's...
Any way you look at it, Zaxby's Chicken Parmesan Sandwich Meal is delicious. Try today for just $5.99. Zaxby's. Limited time only, participating locations only.
The IBEW, International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers, Local 369, is proud to sponsor the Bellarmine Knights Honorary Captain of the Game. Justin Bellarmine University has a long tradition.
National anthem here. And then we'll have the lineups. Get this game underway.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Our national anthem here at Knights Hall. And Bellarmine and Maryville about ready to get this game rolling. Maryville, we mentioned, 10-2 on the season and 2-1 in the GLBC, averaging nearly 86 points per game, fourth in the conference. And they're, as Mark mentioned, a very good rebounding team, second in the league in rebounding margin, out-rebounding opponents by 10.5 per game. That's ninth in the country, by the way. Starting for the Saints will be Forrester Sims, a 6'3 senior from Indianapolis, averaging 12 per game, scored 26 against Rockhurst, and hit 4 threes in that game. Casey Teason, a 6'2 junior from St. Charles, Missouri, is a new member of the roster for Maryville, scored 20 early in the year against Oklahoma Christian. Jimmy Barton, a 5'9 senior from St. Louis, averages 8 points and 5 assists per game, and leads the conference in assist-to-turnover ratio at nearly 4-1. Robin Thompson, another newcomer, 6'6", 225, so he's bulky, a junior averaging 14 points and 8 rebounds a game, had 21 points and hit 10 out of 14 from the field against William Jewell. And the man in the middle for Maryville is Nolan Berry, the 6'10 senior, began his career at Butler, transferred out to UC Santa Barbara, didn't like it there, and ended up back in his hometown to play his final year of basketball, averages 18 points and 10 rebounds per game, and leads the conference in block shots at just under 2 per game. For the Knights will be Ben Wire, a 6'7" sophomore from Fort Thomas, averages 12 points and 4.5 rebounds. Ben is 4th in the GLBC in three-point field goal percentage at 53%. Brent Bach, a 6'1" senior out of Augusta, averages 12.5 points per game, 25th in the conference in scoring, and 5th in three-point percentage at 51.3. Daniel Ramser, a 6'5" junior out of Louisville, averages 7 points and 3.5 rebounds. Ramser had a season high of 13 points against Wayne State and also duplicated that against Indiana Southeast. Jarek Coles, a 6'1" senior out of Omaha, Nebraska, averages 6.5 points and 4 assists per game. He's 6th in the conference in that assist per game average of 4. And Adam Eberhard, the All-American from Evansville, 6'8", junior, averages 15 points, 7 rebounds. And Eberhard having another fine season, 4th in the conference in field goal percentage, 6th in free throw percentage, 13th in rebounding, 14th in scoring. Mark, he does pretty much everything for the Bellarmine Knights.
Yeah, he sure does. He's been off to a good start and kind of been injury-free, except he had a little ankle problem there early in the preseason. But he's playing well. This is probably his stiffest test tonight, though. He's going up against a 6'10" guy that transferred in from Butler, and he can play also.
I thought it was interesting that Ben Wire mentioned perhaps a portion of the strategy might deal with trying to run him up and down the floor a little bit more. How do you see that?
It's going to be the same thing Davenport's done ever since he's been here that nobody else in this conference does. Against big guys that can play, we'll front him, and we'll have weak side help, and they'll have trouble getting the ball to him. I mean, hopefully. That's usually what happens when we go up against a good big guy.
Thompson will jump against Eberhard. Maryville in the red, Trim with the gray. And the tip is won by Maryville. And they get it to Barton, whose sister played in the women's game just prior. Maryville on the attack, going from right to left. Sims to Barton at the top of the circle. Pass on the right side to Tison. Back out to Barton. Left side to Sim. Forrester drives. Cut off there by Ramser. Clears it out front to Barton. Nearly swiped by Coles. Barton's three straight out is no good. Eberhard boxed out the big guy Barry that time to grab the rebound for Bellarmine. And the Knights have it for the first time. Coles out near the center circle to Wire. Above the arc right side. Drives it against Barry. Muscles him down to the right block. Out to Ramser. Now to Coles at the top circle. Right side Ramser. 15-footer. Write it down.
Wide open. Little ball movement. Daniel gets a wide open 15-footer on the right baseline.
Maryville gives up about 73 points per game, but only a 41% field goal defense, and they quickly tie the score as Thompson lays it in. Got a pass in the paint there, dropped it right in, 2-2. 18:53 to play. Bach on the left angle, guarded by Sims. Brent on a drive, bounce pass down underneath to Eberhard, and he lays it in with the right hand, coming from right to left.
Great pass there by Brent Bach as he got in the lane that time.
Barton comes to the offensive end for Maryville, guarded by Coles. Barton to the left of the key. Gets it to Thompson down the right side of the lane, powers his way to the basket, and Robin Thompson now has 4 points, all of Maryville's total, and we're tied at 4. Coles passes to Bach on the right side above the three-point arc. Picked up by Thompson, out to Ramser. Left side to Coles. Maryville is man-to-man. Here's Wire to Eberhard, left side of the circle. Adam drives to the right of the lane. To Bach coming from right to left. Off-balance shot left of the lane, doesn't go. And the rebound collected by Thiessen of Maryville. Gives to Barton, and Jimmy to the front court to Thompson out front. Right side to Sims. Sims gets a screen from Thompson. Thompson trying to cut. Sims tried to get him the ball. Bellarmine came up with a steal. Wire to Eberhard. Right side Ramser. Out to Coles. Coles above the arc. Now to the free throw line. Stops and fades. Misses the jumper. And the rebound collected by Barry of Maryville.
Bellarmine had several chances that time and opted for the worst choice.
17.5 to play, first half. Thiessen on the left angle, guarded by Bach. Out front to Thompson. Gives to Barton, high right. Here's pass batted down, stolen away as they cut in front of Berry. Eberhard got the steal. Coles the other way, out to Ramser. Out front, left side to Bach. Bach guarded by Sims. We've played nearly 3 minutes. Here's Eberhard driving to the free throw line. Stops, right side to Bach. Brent comes from right to left in the foul circle. Bounce pass low to Eberhard. Doesn't shoot it. Out to Bach, left side to Coles. Jarek to the left baseline, looks for a cutter. Out to Eberhard, a three from the right of the circle. Doesn't go. War for the rebound. Batted out to Coles, who rescues it. Gets it low to Eberhard, right of the lane. Spins up with the left hand, left it short. Berry rebounds again for Maryville. 16.5 to play. Bellarmine had a good opportunity there.
Yeah, Adam, don't miss that one too often.
Berry on the left side to Sims. Forrester, bounce pass down low as they have Thiessen posting up on Bach. Out to Berry, he'll shoot the three, but fakes it.
Sure.
Kicks it out left side to Thiessen, his three-pointer, write it down.
Wow.
Casey Thiessen hits his 31st three of the season. Maryville has grabbed the lead 7-4. 16:05 to play. First half. Bach on the right side for Bellarmine to the top of the circle. Bounce passes to Wire, right of the lane, guarded by Sims. Wire trying to back his way down. Left side of the circle to Coles. Jarek stops and fires. Tie game.
Both teams very, very patient on their offense.
Jarek Coles hitting just 25% from behind the line this year. Hits his 8th triple. We're tied at 7. 15:38 to play first half. Berry out high right to Barton, guarded by Coles. A pass inside, knocked away from Berry by Wire. That'll get us to a timeout. 15:32 to play here in the first half.
Partnership with Blue Frame Technology, you can now watch your favorite Great Lakes Valley Conference sports on the new GLVC Sports Network Apple TV app. Easily tune in to live broadcasts or search through thousands of archived broadcasts. Have an older Apple TV? You can still watch on your TV by going to AirPlay on your iOS device and choosing Apple TV. Begin watching your broadcast now on the new GLVCSN app, available in the App Store.
Brotherhood of Electrical Workers, Local 369, is proud to sponsor the Bellarmine Knights honorary captain of the game. Bellarmine has a long-standing tradition of serving our community, as does IBEW Local 369. It's a tradition of excellence. With Mark Bugg, this is Doug Orme, and we are tied at 7 here at Knights Hall. Bellarmine shooting 43%, and Maryville has hit 3 out of 4, 75%, Mark.
Yeah. One three-point shot and two shots in the lane for Maryville. But the big guy's yet to touch it, except way out on the floor. They've tried to get it into him twice, and they've knocked it away once and stole it once.
Forrester looking to inbound. Gets it into the right corner to Barton. Jimmy comes out to the right of the circle. Back to Sims. Bounce pass low. There's the steal again. Mark just pointed that out. Eberhard has come up with 2, I think.
Yep.
Adam has it now front court for the Knights. Out to Coles. Coles above the arc left side to Bach out front. Right side Ramser. Now down in the right corner to Eberhard. He drives on Thompson to the rack. He scores.
Took that one hard. Adam did. He got hit in the head, but he's kind of wanting to foul.
9-7. Bellarmine leaves. There's Barton on a drive into the right corner to Sims. His three-pointer. Wow. Bingo. Forrester Sims now has hit 20 threes this year. He's a 43% shooter from downtown, and Bellarmine now trails 10-9, but has the ball. Bach on the left side. A screen from Eberhard. Brent to the foul circle. Eberhard with it on the left wing. Out front to Ramser. High right to Coles. Coles out front to Wire. Left side to Ramser. Daniel on a drive to the left of the lane. Right corner to Bach. The Augusta rifle misses from the right corner. It was a 3, and Sims runs down the rebound in the far right corner. Gives to Barton with 14:20 to play. here in the first half, and Maryville up 1, 10-9. Barton to the left of the lane, bounces to Berry, guarded by Eberhard. Berry cross courts it to Sims, down in the right corner to Barton. Jimmy's three, off the mark. Thompson rebounds on the right block, out to Barton, fakes the three, left side to Thiessen. Out front Sims, his three-pointer, short, and Thompson muscles his way inside and scores again on the putback.
Thompson, 2 offensive rebounds on that trip down. He is strong.
He has scored 6 points and half of Maryville's total. The Saints up 12-9. Bellarmine's ball with Coles attacking on the left side. Pulls back, now gives to Wire on the left wing. Ben faking, looks to work on Berry. Ben moves into the lane, dumps it off to Ramser. Ball knocked away. Ramser recovers, then has his legs taken out from underneath him by a sliding Thiessen. That'll be his first foul. And the team's first. Chitty, Cook, and Corbett in for Bellarmine, replacing Wire, Ramser, and Bach. TJ Bogan is checked in for Maryville, and Grant Sims, the stepbrother of Forrester Sims, has come in for the Saints. Chitty on the deep right angle. Parker out front to Eberhard. Knights down 3, 12-9. Coles on the left wing. Jarek on a drive underneath Eberhard. Goes up, misses the dunk. Goes up after it again, and it rolls out of bounds. Bellarmine will get it. Adam just left that one a little short.
Yep. Didn't use the glass, tried to dunk. And
didn't have the lift there to get it in. Here is Chitty to inbound for Bellarmine. Gets it out to Coles. Knights still with possession. Coles fakes, goes to the right side of the lane. Out front to Chitty. Parker working on Thiessen. Parker, quick drive, lays it up, doesn't fall. The rebound pulled off by Grant Sims. Long outlet to Thiessen, right side. Bellarmine has missed several opportunities right around the rim.
Empty possession there. A missed layup, a missed shot layup, and a missed dunk.
Barton working out front against Chitty. Barton to the right side of the circle, out front to Grant Sims. Gives it to Bogan, left side to Thiessen. His three, right of the circle, back of the rim, and Cook goes up to claim it for Bellarmine. Outlets to Coles. He's in attack mode. Left corner to Corbett. His three off the mark. Rebound fought for. Barton comes away. Up ahead to Sims. Grant to the basket. Blocked by Corbett.
Oh,
and he called a foul. Shabarsky Corbett called for his first foul. That reminds me to give the officials, Mark. Eric Ballinger, Glenn Mayborg, and Brian Washer are the officials tonight. Shabarsky Corbett leads Bellarmine in block shots. Bellarmine doesn't really have like what you would call a rim protector, but Corbett comes from off the ball a lot of times. There's the free throw, good by Sims. Grant Sims with his first point. And Nolan Berry is checked back in. C.J. Fleming has come in for Bellarmine. Berry back in for Maryville. 13-9, Saints by 4. Free throw by Sims, no good, and Cook has his second rebound. Outlets to Chitty over the line right side. Out front Eberhard, high left to Fleming. Out front to Corbett, top right to Cook. Right wing to Chitty. Looks in at Eberhard, out front to Fleming. Left side Corbett. Corbett to Eberhard between the circles. Right side to Chitty. Out to Eberhard, a three from the top of the circle. Bingo. Adam needed to make that one after the miscue a moment ago.
Get that dunk back, didn't he? They're wanting to go. They're wanting to go inside to Adam when Berry is on him, but they didn't do it that time.
Both Sims are in now. Forrester Sims has trouble along the baseline, and Bellarmine strips him. And I think the Knights will get possession when we come back. 11:41 to play in the first half. It's Maryville 13 and Bellarmine 12. This is Bellarmine basketball on the Louisville Catholic Sports Network.
About sports. It's easy to find the sports content you care about, right? Wrong. We're not talking about the content overload you see every day. We're talking about the teams and athletes you truly care to follow. Your sons, daughters, friends, and neighbors, no matter their level of play, professional, college, high school, there's never been a way to find this sports coverage in one place, until now. StatSub covers the teams and athletes that have all the fans but none of the coverage. Visit statsub.com for more info.
Shooting 54%, which is second in the country, first in the Great Lakes Valley Conference. So far, 39%, 5 out of 13. Maryville, 56%, 5 of 9. And Mark, they're also Bellarmine is being out-rebounded 8-5.
Yeah, that's a big key.
Instead, it will be Maryville's ball instead of Bellarmine's. The inbounds comes to Bogan. To Forrester Sims. Comes between the circles, right side to Bogan. TJ looked to tee one up, gets it to Berry. Posting up on Cook. Out to Barton, alone for a three from the left side. Bingo. Jimmy Barton hits another three for Maryville, their third. 16-12. Here's a drive and a reverse layup put in by Parker Chitty. Nifty move. 16-14. 2-point lead for Maryville. Barton guarded by Fleming. Circles out to the right at long range. CJ all over him. Out it goes to Bogan, guarded by Corbett. Now to Berry at the top of the circle. Right side to Barton. Barton right of the circle to Berry. Works on Cook. Spins up with the left hand. He put it in.
Good move there.
That's his first bucket.
Can't stop him that low.
18-14. Maryville by 4. Fleming at the top left to Eberhard. Now to Corbett, right side of the circle. Here's a whistle and a foul. I think Cook was being impeded down there by Bogan. He was. TJ's first foul. Second foul against Maryville. Bellarmine has only committed one foul. Thiessen has come back into the game for Maryville. Here's the quick inbounds to Corbett from Eberhard. Right back to Corbett. Left side to Fleming. Now in the left corner to Wire. Ben's three is off the mark, and Berry collects the rebound. Gives to Barton. Thompson's back in there too for Maryville. 18-14, Saints in front. Midway through the half. Barton at the top right. Out to Thompson. Thompson off to the left of the key. Left side to Forrester Sims. Out to Thompson. Thompson in the foul circle. Out front to Barton. 7 seconds to shoot. Barton fakes Fleming, stops and pops and misses a three, and Corbett collects the rebound for Bellarmine. Cece front court on the left side to a driving Eberhard. He goes right by Thompson, missed the layup though, and Maryville comes away with a loose ball. Forrester Sims came up with it. Now Barton out at the top left, 18-14 Maryville. Barton faking on Fleming, crafty ball handler. Out front to Berry, looping pass low to Thompson, goes up. He missed one inside, scrambles after his own rebound, has it in the right corner. Out to Barton, out front Thiessen. Left side they go to Sims. Forrester back out front to Casey Thiessen. Thiessen gets a screen from Berry. Berry pops out, shoots a straight on three and hits it from the top of the circle. That's 5 for Berry, and Maryville has their biggest lead, 21-14. Here's Wire above the three-point arc. Now to Chitty down low in the left corner to Fleming. CJ's three bounces off. Berry with a rebound, and he hands to Barton. Maryville, very impressive looking team here in the first portion of this half.
Bellarmine only shooting at 35%. Missing a lot of good shots.
21-14. This crowd says, let's dig in on defense now. Barton drives, kicks it left corner to Thiessen. Moves to the left of the lane, out front to Berry. Gives it up to Sims. He launches a three. Right side, it's not there. And Wire boards for Bellarmine. To Chitty. Parker, top of the circle. In attack mode, splits the defense, lays it in, but a foul on Forrester Sims. His first, and the team's third. Here comes Alex Cook back in. Eberhard is out. Wire is out. So Bellarmine has Ramser, Corbett, Cook. Bach is back in, and so is Coles. 8:31 to play in the half. And Maryville shooting at 53%. Bellarmine 35%. Bach deep on the left side. Brent, top of the circle. Bounces to Corbett. Left baseline. CC moves inside, puts it up with the left hand. He hit it.
Got that one into the lane that time. Easy shot there for CC.
21-16, 5-point lead, Maryville. We've played nearly 12 minutes. Barton along the right sideline with Coles trying to stick with him. Barton throws a pass out to Sims, feeds it in the left corner to Thiessen. His three is good. Casey Thiessen, his second three. 24-16, 8-point lead, Maryville. Corbett, right of the circle, now gives out front to Cook. Alex to Coles, bounce pass to Corbett, faces up right of the lane against Berry. Now drives him to the right of the bucket and lost it. Berry took it away, and Barton came up with a loose ball. 7.5 to play in the first half. Here's Barton, out to Berry, right of the circle, into the left corner to Sims. Now to high left to Thiessen. Thiessen guarded by Bach. Bach gets a bit of Thiessen a screen to Sims. Forrester on a drive, juggled it, got it back and put it in. Sims has 5 and Maryville has a 10-point lead, 26-16. Scott Davenport has called a timeout or what? What do we have?
Yeah, timeout.
Yes, he called the timeout. I was about to say see if they extend it. They're going to call it a full. It will be a full timeout. All right, we'll step aside. 7:05 to play. And Maryville, very impressive here, leading Bellarmine 26-16.
From court to court and lane to lane, under the lights or under the sun. No one delivers Division II sports like NCAA.com. The center of D2 is inside the NCAA.com hub, with exclusive highlights of every sport and live broadcasts of every Division II championship found nowhere else. Make NCAA.com yours, the home of Division II college sports.
(26-16). Bellarmine trailing by 10 with 7:05 to play and shooting just 39%. And being out-rebounded 12-7. Here's Alex Cook with it for the Knights. Out front to Ramser, high left to Coles. Bellarmine out front with it to Bach. Back to Coles on the left wing against Barton. Jarrett drives into the lane, right corner to Cook. Alex's three is an air ball. Bogan runs it down in the corner, bounces it to Grant Sims, and now back to Barton.
Didn't have Berry in that time and didn't get the ball inside.
Here is Grant Sims at the high right to Bogan. At the top left now to Thiessen. Gives to Barton at the left side, into the corner, and a three by Thiessen. Down the well it goes. That's his third three of the game, and Maryville putting on a clinic right now. 29-16, 13-point lead.
6 out of 12 from the three-point line. Maryville.
Here's Ramser right of the circle to Coles, left of the key. He drives. Out high left to Bach. Up top to Corbett. CC right side Ramser. Daniel fade away from the right elbow. Left it short. Rebound on the hop. Off the floor. Picked up by Thiessen of Maryville. This is the biggest lead for the Saints at 13. 29-16. Bogan on the high left to Thiessen. At the 28-foot hash mark, left side, Barton nearly had it stripped by Coles. Here's Barton, a looping pass, threw it over the head of Thompson, out of bounds. Eberhard coming back in for Bellarmine. That's the fourth turnover committed by Maryville. Bellarmine's only committed one.
Only one, but just can't make shots.
29-16. Maryville by 13, and the Knights Hall crowd not used to seeing this. Coles to Cook at the top of the circle. Right side to Ramser. Daniel cuts to the foul circle. Back to Eberhard. Adams right down the right of the lane, all the way to the bucket. Lays it in off the glass. That stops the run.
Yeah, going to have to get the ball inside next several possessions here. It's a very important 5 minutes left in this half.
And get some stops here at this end. 29-18. Maryville the lead and the ball. Barton at the top left, working on Coles. Throws it out to Thompson. Right sideline to Bogan. Ramser after him. Back out to Barton. Left side, they swing it into the corner. Another three. That one ribbed out of there, but Thompson with a rebound put in. Thiessen missed, but Thompson there to clean it up. 31-18. Back to a 13-point lead. Bach on the right angle. Maryville with the advantage here. Cook on the left side for Bellarmine. Now to Coles at the top. Coles dribbling above the three-point line. His three from the left of the circle. Spun out of there. Rebound Berry. 4:23 to play. First half, 31-18. Coles coming out to put some pressure on Barton as he comes across the time stripe. Barton pass into the left corner to Bogan. He drives around Ramser, shovels it off to Thompson. Jams it with both hands. 33-18, 15-point lead for Maryville. Coles, left side for Bellarmine. Working on Barton, into the lane, right side to Cook, out to Eberhard, fakes the three. Adam to a driving Ramser, pulls up on the left baseline and had it taken away. Thiessen up with the loose ball, got it to Barton, to a trailing Berry. Looked to go for the dunk, and Coles got back, and a charge against Berry. First foul on Berry, and that'll get us to a timeout. And all of a sudden, Maryville has their biggest lead. 3:47 to play in the half. It's the Saints 33, Bellarmine 18. This is Bellarmine basketball on the Louisville Catholic Sports Network. Maryville took a 13-12 lead with just under 12 minutes to play, and they have not looked back since and have built on that one-point advantage. They're out now up by 15 and shooting 62%, 13 out of 21 from the field. Bellarmine is only at 36%, just unable to get anything to fall for him here at this point.
Yeah, and if they do, Bellarmine does stop him, then Thompson gets a rebound and
yeah, that's
finishes.
the other.
He's got 4 offensive rebounds and scored on 3 of them.
Yeah, Maryville 16-7 edge on the backboard. Ramser on the right angle to Coles for Bellarmine. Bellarmine's trying to get this lead down to at least below 10 before the half. Here's Coles driving down the lane. He fell down though, lost the ball, and Barton picks it up. Parker Chitty comes to the scorer's table. He'll check in a moment for Bellarmine. Thompson out front, off to Barton on the right sideline. Now to Berry, top of the key. Left corner to Sims. Forrester gets it out to Barton at the top right. Right corner to Thiessen. Now Berry handles it top of the circle. Back to Barton. Passes into the left corner. Sims' jumper off the mark. Rebound fought for. Ball loose. Knocked out of bounds. And it'll come back to Bellarmine. 2:57 left in the half. 33-18. Maryville with the lead.
Bellarmine only 3 turnovers and down 15 points.
Yeah, that's kind of an odd statistic. Chitty between the rings for Bellarmine to the right of the circle. Bounce pass off the foot, or I guess not. It was not kicked.
Parker
Just a poor pass. Yep. And Maryville with it. Left side to Thiessen. They float it low to Berry on the left baseline. Around the perimeter, here's Forrester Sims missing a 3, and Wire with the rebound gives to Bach. Bach to Chitty, top right, left of the circle to Eberhard. Adam drives to the left elbow. Cross court right corner to Chitty. Parker pumps up a 3, swish. Much needed by Bellarmine. 33-21 cuts the lead down to 12. This crowd says, come on. Here's Barton going around Chitty. Pass into the left corner to Thiessen. They cover him up in a hurry. Out to Sims, top right. Now out front to Barton. 2 minutes to go. Chitty waves at Barton. Gets the pass to Berry. Right side to Thiessen. Casey's hit 3 threes already. Drives toward the right corner. Way out to Barton. 3 seconds to shoot. Poked away by Chitty. Parker comes up with a loose ball after Ramser rescued it. Left corner to Bach. Pass to Eberhard. Left baseline. Adam faces up on Berry. Now puts his back to him. Out to Wire. His 3 right of the circle. Back of the rim. Eberhard rebounds in the foul circle. Right side to Bach. 1:28 to play in the half. Bellarmine down a dozen. 33-21. 15 has been the biggest lead for Maryville. Chitty now to Eberhard on the angle right against Berry. Adam works his way underneath the basket. Out to Wire. Straight on look at a 3-pointer. Back of the rim, no, and Bach with a rebound for Bellarmine. Dribbles to the right side. Now back into the lane. Fakes. Picks up the dribble. Eberhard's 3 from the right of the circle. He got it! Eberhard has 12. 33-24. And timeout Maryville. Mark Strickler says, let's stop this for a moment.
Just 2 offensive rebounds there for Bellarmine, and finally they hit the third 3 of that possession.
33-24. They cut that lead down to 9. And a big sequence here, Mark, this final 57 seconds basically.
Yeah.
Need to get a stop and maybe another bucket.
Yep, that would be sweet.
That's the plan, isn't it?
That is the plan. If not, if Maryville scores here and Bellarmine goes in the locker room down 11, that's where it was at the 5-minute mark, so they really didn't gain anything.
Bellarmine was trailing by 15. That's been the biggest lead. That came at the 3:47 mark, or 3:46, right at the under 4 timeout. But they've cut it to 9. Adam Eberhard is now 1 point shy of 1,000 for his career. 999.
I think he'll make that tonight.
Allie Ringering, by the way, from Maryville, went over the 1,000-point mark for her career in our first game. 33-24, Maryville's ball. 43 seconds to play in the half. 10 seconds to shoot. Chitty got a steal. Comes up with a loose ball. Got it to Eberhard. Goes up and lays it in. Bellarmine stepping on the throttle now. 33-26. Lead down to 7. It was 15. Crowd comes to their feet. Barton comes to the offensive end.
They can gamble. That's what Parker
tried to steal it from Barton.
I mean, they've only got 1 foul.
Yep. They can really get aggressive.
On him tight.
Chitty trying to get up on Barton. Nearly stole it from him. Barton comes toward the left of the lane. Takes it up in traffic. Lifted short. Rebound Thompson. Back up. No. Followed up and in. Berry got it. And that is the end of the half. 35-26 as Berry got the putback to extend the lead.
Thompson got that first rebound to keep it alive.
Back up to 9. That's one of the things we're going to talk to Felton Spencer about here in just a moment. Felton,
You need to go in and keep Thompson off the board.
Yeah, that's going to be what your focus, I'm sure.
Well, we came in knowing that they're going to crash. They're a good rebounding team, and we knew that was going to be a big challenge for us, getting them off the board. We've screwed up our rotations a couple times and been a step or two slow getting over where we can get a body on him and try to keep him off. So we've got to do a better job on our rotation and actually pursuing the ball.
Were you happy with shot selection in the first half?
We didn't do a good job of playing our style of basketball. We play best when the ball is moving, and we started settling for shots and just taking a lot of threes on the perimeter, not getting in and getting the touch in the paint and then kicking it back out. That's when we do our best, when we shoot better.
All right, Felton, thank you. We appreciate it.
Pleasure, guys.
We'll let Felton get to the locker room here. 35-26. Bellarmine leads here at the, Bellarmine trails here at the break to Maryville, 35-26. When we come back, we'll have our halftime programming for you, including a look at the stats, courtesy of Cravings a la carte. Along with Mark Bugg, this is Doug Orme, and it's Maryville 35, Bellarmine 26.
Great because it allows everyone to get involved on campus, regardless of where they come from. They don't have to be just athletes. And really, we welcome anyone with open arms to come out and support our teams.
As a student athlete myself, it's really important that people come out to the game and support all the hard work you do, not just for the games on the field, but off the field in the classroom. It's really awesome when we see coaches and players happy after games, not only because they won, but so many people showed up, and knowing that we had a little hand in that is really cool to walk away with.
What I really love about it is that we have so much love at this school, and we got enthusiasm, cheerful people, and Knights Nation does its best to channel that enthusiasm, to our sports teams. We get all kinds of people out at soccer games, basketball games, lacrosse games, field hockey games, softball games, baseball games. But we have a great time doing it, and it's a great organization, and it's one of the many reasons I love Bellarmine University.
My name is Patricia. I'm from Belfast in Northern Ireland, and I'm studying here at Bellarmine because I wanted a small community. I wanted to make loads of new friends and just become involved on campus and off campus as well. The first thing I saw was St. Robert's Gate, and it looked absolutely gorgeous. And then you could see the soccer pitch, and I was just so excited for my year here. I'm usually quite busy, so I don't have that much time to talk to them, but I would say to them, I'm having such a great time and I don't want to come home.
Bellarmine trailing Maryville 35-26 here at halftime. Other games tonight around the conference. Southern Indiana hosting Missouri St. Louis. William Jewell is at Rockhurst. Bellarmine plays at William Jewell on Saturday. UIS visiting Lewis. Truman State entertains Missouri S&T. Quincy travels to Indianapolis. McKendree is at Wisconsin Parkside. Drury has tonight off. Bellarmine, one of 8 teams in the Division II ranks, still unbeaten. In order to stay that way, they're going to have to rally. We'll see if they can do it after we take this 30-second timeout. This is Bellarmine basketball on the Louisville Catholic Sports Network. Mark, it's one of the oldest cliches in the books, but I guess the first 4 minutes here are going to be pretty important as far as Bellarmine's concerned.
Yeah. First, get to that first timeout, and hopefully Bellarmine's cut into this lead.
Bellarmine down by 9, and with the ball, they have it here at the start of the second half. Here's Brent Bach trying to get going, and so is Ben Wire at the top of the circle. Now Eberhard, who has 14 points for the Knights, works his way along the left of the lane, goes up with a jump hook in over Thompson. Eberhard has 16.
Yeah, got to go in there to him. He's scoring pretty good inside.
35-28, 7-point lead, Maryville. Forrester Sims on the left side. Out high, gives it to Thiessen, back to Sims, now to Berry, facing up against Eberhard. Now clears it out to Thiessen, trying for his 4th three, and he hit it. Casey Thiessen now has 4 threes. 12 points for Thiessen, the sharpshooter out of St. Charles, Missouri.
Jared Coles was on him too, and he went to double. He went to double Berry and left him open.
Here's Bach on a drive and puts it up and in off the window. Brent scores for the first time tonight. Cuts the lead to 8. Foul is on Sims. Forrester draws his second. 38-30.
2 baskets in a row now for Bellarmine, both of them inside.
Bach trying to complete a 3-point play. Shooting 75% for the season, and he hit it. 38-31, the lead, 7 again. Coles pressuring Barton in the backcourt. Thompson trying to help out there with a bit of a screen. Barton, a crafty ball handler, brings it across. Now gives to Sims out against Ramser. A screen from Berry. Out front to Thiessen, back to Sims on the left wing. Sims back and forth on the dribble to Berry, back to Sims. Baseline jumper, not there. Bach grabs the rebound for Bellarmine. Gives to Eberhard. Adam on a drive right to the rim. Can't get it. Rebound Eberhard, back out to Wire. Alone for a 3. Back of the rim, no. Ramser tips it toward the Bellarmine bench, and it goes to Maryville. Boy, Ben Wire just can't get one to go down.
He's had some open looks.
He's made 28 threes this year, shooting 53%. Among the best in the country.
Didn't make one last game either. Only shot one from the 3 last time, but he's 0 for 4 tonight.
38-31, Maryville. Here's a pass down to Berry along the left baseline. Out to Thiessen, back to Berry. Still on the left baseline, guarded by Eberhard. Out to Barton, alone for a 3. Count it. Barton was all by himself.
Yeah, you can't double on Berry. When Berry sees what's coming, you can't double.
41-31, 10-point lead for Maryville. Here's Bach, left of the circle, stops and shoots a challenge 2. It rims out of there, and Maryville has the rebound. The lead was 9 at the half, now it's 10. 17:40 to play in the game. TJ Bogan is checked in for Maryville. Barton at the top left for the Saints. Jimmy working on Coles at long range. Now dribbles across to the top, around to the right. Needs some help. Out front to Berry against Eberhard. Spins right down the lane, lays it up, left it short. War for the rebound. Wire claims it. Hands to Eberhard. Adam to the offensive end. Left side to Coles. Coles out to Wire. Left of the circle to Bach. Goes behind his back. to the left elbow. Right side, Eberhard to a cutting Bach underneath, puts it up in traffic, scored over Barton.
Great pass, Adam Eberhard that time.
Bach has 5 points in this half. Lead down to 8, 41-33. Maryville's biggest lead was 15 with 3:46 to play in the first half. Bogan's 3 from the left of the circle. Back of the rim, and Eberhard rebounds for the Knights to Coles. Front court, left side. Behind him to Wire, out front to Bach, alone for 3. Ring it up!
Ben Wire.
Timeout.
Ben Wire gave it up that time and hit Brent, and he hits his first 3.
They extended to a full 16:30 to play in the game. Bellarmine back to within 5, 41-36. This is Bellarmine basketball on the Louisville Catholic Sports Network.
From court to court and lane to lane, under the lights or under the sun. No one delivers Division II sports like NCAA.com. The center of D2 is inside the NCAA.com hub, with exclusive highlights of every sport and live broadcasts of every Division II championship found nowhere else. Make NCAA.com yours, the home of Division II college sports.
For 21, they have just hit 3 of their last 10 shots. That's spanning the halves. They were at 62% with 3:47 to play in the first half.
Maryville's dropped to 51, Bellarmine up to 44.
41-36 is the score. Chitty has come in. He played pretty well for Bellarmine in the first half. Gave him a spark with some aggressive defensive play. He's hawking Barton right now. Pass to Sims on the left side, guarded by Coles. Sims to Thiessen, right of the circle, to Barton, comes across to the top of the key. A pass deflected by Coles, out of bounds, 9 seconds on the shot clock. Coach Mark Stricker now barking at his team a little bit.
9 seconds on the shot clock.
Here's Barton, drives, out to Berry, fakes the 3, into the left corner to Sims, bounce pass down low, and a layup missed, rebound fought for, Thompson had it, and it's a shot clock violation. The layup was missed. It was challenged underneath by Eberhard, and Thompson couldn't convert. And that will get us to another timeout. 15:59 to play in the ball game. It is Bellarmine trailing Maryville 41-36. But trailing 41-36, they were down by 15. 33-18 with 3:47 left in the half. And sparked by Brent Bach, who has scored 8 points coming out of the locker room after being scoreless in the first half. The Knights have crawled back in. Here's a little pressure by Maryville. 1-2-2. Wire throws a diagonal pass front court to Bach on the left wing. Now to Coles out front to Eberhard, right of the circle. Eberhard driving on Thompson, spins, fakes, fires in the lane. He hit another one. Oh, Eberhard having a great night. He scored 18 in the lead down to 3, 41-38. Chitty hawking Barton on the right wing, above the arc. Barton to the right of the circle, still dribbling toward the baseline. Is cut off, out to Sims, left side to Thiessen. Down low to Thompson, trying to save it back in. It comes down to Berry, hooks it up and in with the right hand.
Boy, a lot of hands in there going for it, and Berry just ended up with it.
43-38, Maryville by 5. Again, Bellarmine was down 15 and has made it back in. Here's a drive by Coles, and he's tripped. I think Sims got him. That'll be his third foul if it is on Forrester Sims. It is his third. Team second. Here's C.J. Fleming in for Bellarmine and T.J. Bogan for Maryville. Barton will get a rest. Grant Sims coming back in. Played briefly in the first half, scored a point for Maryville. So basically in about 8.5 minutes, Bellarmine has chopped 10 points off the Maryville lead. Chitty to inbound baseline right. In the corner to Wire. Out to Bach on the wing. Now to Fleming out front. Back to Wire off the circle right. Wire in the foul circle now. Out front to Chitty. Right sideline to Bach.
Got to get it to him.
Right back to Wire. Now Chitty with it. Bounce pass low to Eberhard. Out to Fleming for a three from the left side. Count it!
Got it inside to Adam that time. Adam felt all kinds of pressure. Got it out to CJ for the open three.
43-41, the lead down to 2. Here's Bogan driving. Out front to Grant Sims. To Thiessen. Top, left side to Forrester Sims to Bogan. Now Thiessen, a three straight on. Hit another one. That is 5 threes for Casey Thiessen. There's a drive by Bach right to the basket, and Bellarmine right back. Brent Bach now has 10, 46-43. Bellarmine had it down to 2. Now it's 3. We've played 6 minutes of the second half. Bogan at the top right, out front to Grant Sims. Leaves it for Thiessen, got to cover him up. Now to Bogan at the high right. 13:50 to play in the game. Bogan dribbles off to the left, out front to Grant Sims. To Forrester Sims, right of the circle. Now to Thiessen, left sideline to Bogan. 3 seconds to shoot. Now Forrester Sims fakes and fires. He missed it, and Eberhard grabs the rebound and hits the deck, and he is fouled. And it's on Forrester Sims, and that is his 4th, and he's picked up 3 of those 4 fouls here in this half.
4 on Sims, and Bellarmine still only 1 foul in the entire ball game. That was CC.
Chitty out. Alex Cook is in for Bellarmine. C.J. Fleming, Jarrett Coles, Alex Cook, Adam Eberhard, Brent Bach, the 5 for Bellarmine. Maryville still at man-to-man. Eberhard guarded by Grant Sims. Adam to the right of the circle. Bounce pass to Cook, facing up on Berry. Alex drives into the lane, kicks it out to Coles left side against Barton. Jarrett goes baseline. Into the paint he goes. Fade away on the rim short. Rebound fought for. Ball knocked out of bounds, and Fleming tried to hurdle the bench, did hurdle it, and hit his left leg on the railing.
Yeah, hit his calf.
Or the
I think it's his
support.
calf, though. It's not his knee. He hit his calf, hit on that railing hard.
46-43. It'll be Maryville's ball. Fleming is all right. He's going to stay in. He is a tough rascal.
That was a pretty good shot in there by Jarrett Coles. I want Adam taking that shot every time down the floor.
46-43, 3-point lead for Maryville. We played nearly 7 minutes of the second half. Maryville had a 15-point lead late in the first half. A drive by Barton. They cut him off, the Knights do, and Fleming steals it. Up ahead to Coles. Coles to a driving Everhart. He dunks it with the left hand. He says, I can dunk it. He missed one in the first half. 46-45. Bellarmine back to within one. This is as close as they've been. Here's Barton across the top. Out to Grant Sims. Leaves it out front for Thiessen. Casey pulls up. Passes to Berry in the lane. Hooks it up. No good. Tips it. No good. Follows again. No. Berry again. Up and good. He's too tall.
He just played patty cake with it up there.
Padded his rebounding stats, didn't he? Yeah. 48-45. Maryville by 3. Here's Coles on the angle left to Cook against Berry. Alex backs it down, throws it out front. Here's a deep three, miss there by Bellarmine. I think that was Coles who took that one. I was screened out here by.
It was Jarek. He was open, and Alex Cook got the rebound, but they caught him for pushing off.
So Alex commits his first foul and the team's first. 12:04 to go. 48-45 Maryville.
Berry now out, but Thompson in, so got to keep him off the board.
Barton along the left sideline, into the left corner, and Thiessen finally missed a three, and Coles grabs the rebound for Bellarmine. Jarek in attack mode, but now circles back, leaves it for Fleming. Left side to Corbett, out front to Fleming, back to Corbett on the left wing, now to Eberhard. Has a smaller man on him.
Yeah, he'll score every time on him.
He moves inside, missed the shot from the left of the lane, and the rebound collected by Maryville's Thompson. 11 and a half to go. 48-45 Maryville. Barton, front court for the Saints, guarded by Fleming. Out front to Grant Sims. Leaves it for Bogan on the left side, out to Thiessen, right of the circle. To Barton, on the angle right. Thiessen with it now in the right corner. Back to Barton. 7 seconds to shoot. Here's Barton coming to the top of the key. Dumps a pass down low. Got it back to Thompson. Blocked by Corbett. Shot clock violation. Cece's got that fiery look, doesn't he?
Yeah, he does.
11:02 to go. We've got a timeout. Maryville 48, Bellarmine 45. This is Bellarmine basketball on the Louisville Catholic Sports Network.
With Thornton's all-new mobile app, you can get...
If I lose, I'll respond with respect.
If I win, I'll back it up with humility.
If I fail, I'll rise up with honor. It's tough for us to put it all on the line.
Don't undo my hard work with poor sportsmanship.
Respect. It's the name of the game.
Bellarmine's last lead in this game was at 9-7. And now with 11:02 left, they trail 48-45. They were down by 15 points with 3:47 to play in the first half. Cut the lead down to 9 at the half, 35-26. Brent Bach came out hot, scored 8 quick points in 3.5 minutes. And Adam Eberhard has continued to shine. He has scored 20 to lead Bellarmine. And the Knights are back to within 3. They did cut it to 1, but have been unable to get the game tied. And we'll see if they can do it on this trip. If they can hit a 3, they will tie it.
Had it to 1, and then that's when Berry got 4 shots down there until he got one to go in.
Yeah. Coles front court for the Knights. A lot of time left in this. Ramser back in for Bellarmine on the right angle. Out front to Chitty. Parker back to Ramser on the right side. Now to Chitty. Left side of the circle to Corbett. Left wing to Coles. Coles on the dribble. Yo-yos it with the left hand. Now to Wire looking for his first points. Nice pass by Wire to Corbett, who's there for the layup.
He kept looking and looking, waiting for CC.
Well, now it's down to 1 at 48-47. Maryville on the attack. Barton guarded by Chitty. Left corner to Thiessen. He drives the baseline, kicks it right corner to Bogan. Out to Grant Sims. Back to Bogan in the right corner. His three is bouncing off the rim. Rebound fought for, and it's grabbed by Chitty of Bellarmine. Parker attack mode. Left side to Wire. A three by Ben. He got it! You knew he wouldn't miss them all. 50-48. Bellarmine has grabbed the lead. 10 minutes to go, and this crowd up and roaring here at Knights Hall. Barton dribbles around Chitty. Wire cuts him off at the left baseline. Out to Thompson. Mark thought there should have been a steal there, as you probably heard. Here's Thiessen on the right angle. Out front. Now with it. Gives to Bogan on the left side. Back to Thiessen. 5 seconds to shoot. Thiessen, stop and go move. Fade away. Back of the rim. No. And Wire right to the iron. Grabs the rebound for Bellarmine. Gives to Coles. Jarek motors into the lane. Baseline to Ramser. His 10-footer. No. Tipped in by Corbett. CC with 6. 52-48. And this crowd on their feet. Timeout. And Coach Mark Stricker now talking with the officials. I think he wanted somebody over the back.
He wanted over the back that time on CC, which was possible. Couldn't tell.
9:20 to go. I'm waiting to see if this is a full or a three. Everybody is standing here, so I think the teams are going to stand. So I think this is just a 30-second timeout. And Bellarmine has a 4-point lead, 52-48. So we'll stay right here. Mark, it was 33-18 with 3:47 to go in the first half. And since that time, Bellarmine has scored 36 points? 34 points.
Outscored him 19.
So what a run by the Knights.
11 and 14 minutes?
Yeah, in the actual game time, it's been quite a run by Bellarmine. 52-48, Maryville's ball, though. I've noticed too, Mark, and you can comment here and elaborate as to why Maryville's been forced to go deep in the shot clock here on a couple of possessions.
Stricker, what's his name? Parker Chitty has really put pressure on Barton, and they've had trouble getting into their offense. I mean, Barton just had trouble controlling the ball with Parker all over him.
Here's Barton with it now. 12 seconds to shoot. Looping pass to Thiessen in the left corner. Ramser covers him up. Out to Barton. 6 seconds to shoot. Here we go again. Barton against Chitty. Barton will shoot a three, partially blocked. Corbett comes up with a loose ball.
That might have been Parker that partially blocked that one.
Coles out to Chitty. In the lane to Ramser. Fumbles, regains, goes up, missed it, tipped it. And it goes out of bounds, and Ramser just rushed the shot, I guess.
Yeah,
because he was wide open.
Wide open, just didn't even hold the ball long enough to shoot it.
Chitty out of the game for Bellarmine. Coming in for the first time for Maryville is a freshman, Zach Coletta. He scored 21 points in 22 minutes in a game earlier this season. So he's trying to buy a little time for a couple of the other Maryville players.
Bellarmine's done a lot of damage with Adam Eberhard on the bench.
Here's Coles.
Oh, look at that call there.
Trying to go over the top of his screen. Commits the foul, his first. That's 2 on Bellarmine.
2. All the stuff that's gone on, and that foul was called 80 feet from the basket.
Corbett and Wire out. Cook and Eberhard in for Bellarmine. 8.5 to go. 52-48 Knights. Barton with now Coles guarding him. That's no bargain either if you're Barton. Here's a pass to Thompson, top of the circle, works on Cook. Clears it out to Barton. A pass down low to Berry. Up, he got free and got it layup in over Cook.
Alex almost blocked it.
13 points for Nolan Berry. 52-50 Bellarmine. Here's Eberhard dribbling through the foul circle, right side to Ramser. Back out to Eberhard, fakes the three, now drives, pulls up to Cook in the lane, hooks it up and in off the window. Alex with his first bucket. 54-50 Bellarmine, 7:53 to go. Angling over the line is Barton, guarded by Coles. Gives it to Thompson out front, left side to Thiessen. Bach hawking him. Back to Barton, right side. The pass to Berry, right of the circle. Now to Thiessen, and there's a foul on Bach.
No basket.
Brent Bach commits his first foul and the team's third. That gets us to a timeout.
Can't let Thiessen get another look at the basket.
7:38 to play. Bellarmine with the lead, 54-50. This is Bellarmine basketball.
Partnership with Blue Frame Technology, you can now watch your favorite Great Lakes Valley Conference sports on the new GLVC Sports Network Apple TV app. Easily tune in to live broadcasts or search through thousands of archived broadcasts. Have an older Apple TV? You can still watch on your TV by going to AirPlay on your iOS device and choosing Apple TV. Begin watching your broadcast now on the new GLVCSN app, available in the App Store.
Held Maryville to 33% shooting here in the second half, 6 out of 18. And since Maryville was 13 out of 21 when they were at 62%, since that time, with 3:47 left in the first half, the Saints are just 7 out of 23. So less than 30% shooting since late in the first half for Maryville.
Well, they haven't had near as many open looks as they had the first half because we're not double teaming the big man anymore. We're just trying to deny him the ball, but we're not doubling.
Here's Barry with it now. He'll shoot a three from the left of the circle and hit it. Wow. 54-53. Bellarmine by 1.
He did hit it, but I'd swear I'd let him have that one.
Here's Bach on the left wing for Bellarmine. Out front to C.J. Fleming.
Maryville's gone 2-3 zone.
Right side to Ramser. They're going to try to keep the ball away from Eberhard inside.
Yep.
Here's Fleming, left side to Bach. He can shoot him out of the zone. Hit a three. Oh, the Augusta rifle. Bang, bang. He's got 13 points, 57-53. 4-point lead, Bellarmine again. 6:55 to go. Here's Barton to the right of the circle. Into the left corner to Thiessen. A rainbow three. Off the mark. Rebound Thompson, his 6th offensive rebound. Out to Thiessen at the foul line.
Oh,
no travel. Here's a pass low to Barry. Turns, double team, goes up, scores.
Wow. Maryville got away with a big-time walk that time.
There's Fleming for Bellarmine attacking. Passes to Cook, right of the lane. Alex turns, out front to Eberhard, left side to Fleming. 6:25 to go. Bellarmine by 2, 57-55. What a game. The Knights trailed by 15 late in the first half. They've since been able to have at least a 4-point lead. Now it's 2. Bach, top of the circle, another three, hit another one. Oh, he is unbelievable. Brent Bach has scored 16 points, and Bellarmine has their biggest lead of the night.
He shot that one. He was back, and he was past half court before it went in the basket.
Getting ready to play defense.
He knew it was in.
60-55. Here's Barton, right side for Maryville. Now to Thiessen, out to Barry, fakes the three. Now to Barton, right of the circle. Pass underneath, threw it over the head of Thompson. Maryville passed up some shots.
They did. They didn't want to shoot the three. And then we didn't let them shoot the three, but then they stepped in and had wide open twos. They wouldn't take it.
Cole's back in for Fleming. Cook is out. Wire back in. Boy, I can't say enough about the way Brent Bach, I don't know what he drank in the locker room at halftime.
Had 0 points.
Yeah, he's come out now, and all of a sudden he has scored like gangbusters. He's scored 16. 5:35 to go. Bellarmine up by 5. Bach to Wire. Right corner, shoots a 15-footer. Left it short. Thompson rebounds. And it'll come back to Maryville. 5:20 to go. Barton over the line, guarded by Coles. Coles hawking him out near midcourt. Barton trying to push off a little bit with the right arm. Nothing called. Now out front to Barry. Fakes the three. Drives around Eberhard. Pulls up. Teardrop. Missed it. Rebound Eberhard. 60-55. Bellarmine, 5 minutes to go. It's all about shot selection now and rebounding for Bellarmine.
That's both teams have taken a bad shot now each last possessions.
Here's Coles in the foul circle, stops and shoots a two, rattles and it stays.
Shot that one over Barry. That wasn't a great shot either.
It's good now. 62-55, Bellarmine by 7, 4:40 to go. Barton across the time stripe. Now working on Coles down the left of the lane, hooks it up, partially blocked, either Wire or
Ben.
Eberhardt.
I think Ben got it.
Wire has it now. Bellarmine's played much better defensively here in this half as well. 62-55. Bellarmine can't afford to start killing too much time here. The 2-3 zone.
Still in the zone.
By Maryville. Here's Ramser, now to Bach out front. Back to Ramser, fakes and fires, hits, and rattled out the three.
Boy, that was down in there.
Halfway down. That might have been a kill shot. Would have put him up 10. 3:55 to go. Barry between the rings. Now here is Barton, left side to Forrester Sims, blocked by Ramser, recovered by Barton in the left corner. Barton gets a pass down low to Thompson, goes up with the right hand and got it. Thompson now has a dozen, his first 2 of this half.
Yeah, he's been, they've held him this half.
Well, he gets a lot of his off just misses, putbacks. 62-57, 3:27 to play in the game. Bellarmine with the lead and the ball. Ramser at the top right to Bach out front between the circles. One bounce dribble. Now to Ramser, right back to Bach. Fakes, drives inside. Right corner to Wire. His 3 off the mark. Rebound Sims. 62-57. Long lead pass to Thiessen in the right corner. Out to Barton. Barton kicks it left corner to Sims. Forrester shot it long. Bach saves it in bounds and got it into Eberhard. Usually they say don't try to do that.
Don't save it under your own basket.
Yeah, but
nobody there but Bellarmine guys, though.
But it worked out. Left side to Bach with it. Now out front to Coles. 2:45 to go. Now to Wire at the free throw line. Bend to the right of the lane. Right sideline to Ramser. Out front to Coles. Coles on the dribble for Bellarmine. Stops and launches a 3. Off the mark. Sims collects the carom for Maryville. Nearly stolen by Ramser. 2:28 to go. Barton on a drive and lost the ball.
Wow.
Turned it over.
Not sure where he was going. Nowhere to go but out of bounds that time. Barton.
And we've got a timeout with 2:25 left. Bellarmine up by 5, 62-57. This is Bellarmine basketball on the Louisville Catholic Sports Network. Shooting 56% in the second half. They've held Maryville to 35%, and the Knights, with 2:25 left, lead at 62-57. And I keep going back to this. The last time when Maryville was at 62% shooting, 13 out of 21, since that time, that was with 3:47 to play in the first half. Since that time, they are just 10 for 31. So Bellarmine's defense has gotten much better, and Brent Bach and Adam Eberhard have carried the day offensively. Eberhard has 20 points, 4 assists, 7 rebounds, 1 block, and 2 steals, and no turnovers.
Both teams only 3 fouls, so we're still a long way from shooting free throws.
Coles in backcourt to Eberhard, right back to Coles. Jarek gets it over the stripe, passing it to Cook, right back to Coles. 20 seconds to shoot. Now to Eberhard, left side to Bach. Out front Coles, high right to Cook. Back out front, Coles, 10 seconds to shoot. Here's an alley-oop, and Cook is there to finish it off with a two-hand slam. Timeout, Bellarmine.
That was the same play that Coach Davenport has run. He ran that at Ballard for Kenneth Martin all the time. Same thing against that 2-3 zone.
And Kenneth did just what Alex did.
Same thing Alex did.
64-57. It's a 30-second timeout here called for by Bellarmine. We'll stay right here. 64-57. This equals Bellarmine's biggest lead. They first got it to 7 with 4:50 to go. And Bellarmine has come up with they've come up with 38 points here in the second half. 36 points, rather. No, 38. That's we haven't gotten the printout here yet. The updated stats from this timeout, but
he put Alex Cook in just for that play.
Yeah. And he knows what to do with it when he catches it up there. And it was a great pass.
Great, perfect pass.
64-57. 2 minutes to go. Bogan starting up and guarded by Coles. Bellarmine trying to extend the home court winning streak to 51 in a row. Here's Berry at the top of the circle. Now drives. The runner is off the mark, and Ramser with a rebound. He's tied up by Barton and fouled by Jimmy Barton.
Berry's not the most nimble guy. He doesn't move that well. He's pretty good when he gets it around the basket, but when he gets it outside and tries to get in there, he's not very good at it.
Bach is out, or rather is in, and Chitty is out for Bellarmine. Coles looking to get it in against some full court pressure. It comes in with it to Eberhard, right back to Coles. 4 team fouls against Maryville, 3 called against Bellarmine. Coles across the timeline with 1:37. Coles just working with it. Out high right. Gets it on the right sideline to Ramser. Out front to Bach with Bogan coming after him. 10 seconds to shoot. Here's Bach on a drive around Berry to the rack. He scores. Oh, Brent Bach. He scored 18. 66-57. Bellarmine by 9 with 1:15. And there's the pass low to Berry. Clears it out to Sims. Left corner to Bogan. His high arcing 3 off the mark. Sims with a rebound. Out to Thiessen. Casey drives. Foul line pull up. Buried it. Timeout by Maryville. That's 17 for Thiessen. With 1:02 left, they extend it to a full. Come back with us for the finish. Bellarmine by 7 with 1:02 to go. This is Bellarmine Basketball, Louisville Catholic Sports Network. Here in the second half, and you scored 8 of those 18 in the first 3 minutes and 30 seconds of the second half. First of all, what was said at halftime, if you can repeat that, and what did you drink at halftime to fuel that second half?
No, I mean, when we went in the locker room, we knew that wasn't us in the first half. We didn't come out with any energy, and that was the plan all along, to come out in the second half and have a ton of energy and play our game, cut and move the ball. We weren't moving the ball very well in the first half, so it really played into our hands the second half and, come out with the win.
Did Maryville do anything that you had not seen before?
No, not really. They did come here with some size. I think that, prevented us from getting to the lane a little bit than usual. But, I mean, like I said, we just didn't come out with our energy. But overall, the second half, we played our game. We played great.
Was the mood of the team when you're down 15, did you still feel like that's okay, we'll get this straightened out and get this fixed and come back and win this thing?
Oh, yeah. I mean, we weren't worried at all. Stay proposed and just come out and play our game with a lot of energy. And shots weren't falling in the first half, but we know we have great shooters on the team, and just keep shooting them. And that's what we were trying to do. So
went inside out a lot better the second half.
Yes, that was the focus in the half, to get box touches and then kick it out. Shots go down when that happens. Coach preaches it all the time. And everybody played great, and I'm happy to get the win.
What about the pressure that Parker and Jarrett put on Jimmy Barton? Because Maryville went deep in the shot clock a lot of times in the second half.
Yes, it was huge. They're great defenders. They brought a ton of energy, put a lot of pressure on the ball, which made it easier for us to help in the gaps and different things like that. Overall, they played a great game, and that was a big factor in the game.
Well, it's a lot better to take a big, long bus ride after a win like this, and we'll let you go get ready for that long trip, and we'll do the same. Thank you, Brent.
Thank you, guys.
All right, that's Brent Bach. Mark Bellarmine had only 4 turnovers here in the second half. That's a season low, and they had a 15-2 edge in points off turnovers. We'll talk more about these numbers.
No, had no important turnovers the second half. Had 4 for the game, had 0 the second half.
Wow. And outscored Maryville 44-28 in that second half to win it by 70 to 63. We will come back and continue with our Knights Travel postgame show in just a moment. This is Bellarmine Basketball on the Louisville Catholic Sports Network. All that kind of stuff.
Do it.
Lou Conklin.